Hey everybody, what's up? Shannon, Type 2 Tactical, Gear, Facts and Mindset. That's what we're going through. I've been talking for some time about the rebranding that we're going to be doing here at Type 2 Tactical, and wanted to take a few minutes to shoot a quick video and fill you guys in on what we're doing. So, um, YouTube is being pretty hard on firearms channels like mine. So we are going to start to refrain from putting a lot of guns and those sort of things. I mean, we're still going to do tactical stuff. We're still going to show videos on shooting. We're still going to talk about all things tactical, all things mindset and gear reviews and all those sorts of things. However, we're going to be real careful here moving forward because channel has already gotten a strike against us. I guess some little bitch didn't like what I said to him in one of his comment responses to my video. He basically, I mean, it's a grown ass man coming on my channel, telling me that I'm fucked up. So I gave him a good sharp response, and apparently he didn't like it, or somebody didn't like it. So YouTube gave us a strike. So whatever, right? So a little bit about myself. I am, or I have been, a type 2 diabetic for about the last 14 years. And one thing you're always going to get from me is real talk. I type 2 diabetes, I did to myself, right? Some of it is hereditary for sure. Some people are more prone to diabetes simply because of family history and those sort of things. But I drank Mountain Dew like it was water and ate like it was my last meal, every meal I had, all the way through my 20s and early 30s. Ran smack dab into type 2 diabetes. So I take injections every day, a 70-30 mix of insulin, take a fistful of pills every day. And one thing that I can tell you is that I control very well for a type 2 diabetic. My doctor often commends me as being one of the best that he has, on patients that he has. So I take it very seriously, and there's a lot of things that I do to get there. I eat a ketogenic diet. Is one of the things I discovered real early before I knew what keto was. But I eat a very high protein diet and a very, very low, almost zero carbohydrate diet. Back when I was rocking about 315, 320 pounds, that was 70 pounds ago. I was, killing myself. So some of the real facts about diabetes. I have some notes here, so if you see me looking down, I apologize. But according to the CDC, 100 million adults in the United States suffer from diabetes or diabetes type conditions, low blood sugar, high blood sugar, or pre-diabetes, where their A1C is a little high, or their blood sugars are running a little bit high because of diet, lack of exercise, all the things, right? 100 million people. There are 300 million people in this country. That means fully 1/3 of the people in this country are suffering from diabetes. That's a third of the population, man. It's kind of hard to get your head around. But for the reasons behind that are many, and I've got my opinions. And let me say right now, I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm not a fucking doctor. So what we're going to be talking about and we're going to be sharing in the future is simply my opinions and my experiences, taken for what it's worth. It's just like my experiences in self-defense and my experiences in carrying a gun every day. These are my opinions, things that I found that have worked for me. I'm sharing them with you. If you don't like it, you know what the deal is, right? So the business of diabetes is huge, okay? However, from a tactical standpoint, from a preparedness standpoint, um, people like myself get kind of left out, right? There's a lot of things you got to take into account: medicine availability, what you eat, um, considerations that you have to have as a diabetic. Okay, so if you don't have a lot of those things, you're going to fail miserably. One thing that I noticed, and the reason why we're here, is that I got to carry a lot of gear on me, right? I got to carry a lot of medical. It's basically what we're going to come about. We got to call it testers, test strips, needles, medicine, all of these things. And typically, what happens is that they give you this piece of shit right here, this little made in China piece of crap thing that you're supposed to carry around with you every day, and it's got this stupid little Velcro thing, I guess, if you wanted to hook it on your belt or something like that. There's no place to put long injector like pens, things like that. I mean, these things are just flipping crap. So I've been I hunt around for gear, and I couldn't find any that met the lifestyle that I needed, which is going to be rugged. I'm going to be able to take it everywhere, and it looks cooler. So I've been fidgeting around with some things, and I was looking at a lot of tactical equipment suppliers, and I was talking to a lot of them, and I know a lot of them, and it's just a market that seems to be completely underserved. So we looked at a lot of different suppliers for things, and I'm going to show you this, but I'm only going to show you the back because this is top secret kind of shit, and I'm going to do it quick. But we're fidgeting around with something like this, okay? So gear for a diabetic. It's got room for the stuff that you need, that you can carry medical in, that you can utilize, and is rugged and is going to hold up. Okay, so some of the key things that we're going to be talking about in the future, we're going to have discussions. I hope to have live discussions. We're going to do it here. We're going to do it on Facebook live feeds, and we're going to talk about tactical considerations with people with diabetes. Taking care of yourself so that you can fight. I mean, honest to goodness, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your feet. You got to take care of your legs, your fingers, the neuropathy and all these things. Taking care of yourself so that you can live, right? So that you can get your blood sugars under control, so that you can get your A1C down into a realm that is suitable for living a long and fruitful life. Preparing for shit hit the fan situations. A lot of things go into this, right? I mean, I'm not even talking about social strife or any other bullshit like that. I'm talking about, I live in Southeast Ohio. I live fairly close to the Piketon nuclear complex. They have an accident there, and I have to leave my home. What do? Medicine has to be refrigerated. There has to be a supply. You have to, these are sort of the, some of the things. And, for me, again, I try to minimize the amount of medicine that I have to take. I used to take tons of it, but I've found ways through diet, through exercise, to mitigate those situations. So preparing for shit to hit the fan possibilities: diet and exercise, gear made for diabetics, and medical care every single day. So you're going to see a whole lot more stuff coming up, a whole lot more content. Like I said, we're trying to build a community here, and we're trying to get in group discussions about how we can make life more better, or make life better for people with diabetes. Also, make life tactical, right? And have products and things available to you, and product and gear reviews that are relevant to diabetics, whether type 1, type 2. We're looking at things like insulin pump, Kydex holsters, like I said, nylon gear, um, these sort of things, and hoping that you'll come along with us. Like I said, we're still going to do the cool stuff. We're still going to do, you know, gear reviews, gun reviews, all those sorts of things. We're going to talk about appendix K. We're going to keep talking about those things, but we're going to be real careful so we don't get more strikes. So with that, I'll cut this video loose and move on. But hoping that you'll follow us on Facebook at Type 2 Tactical, and also continue to follow us and share us on this page, and probably and try to bring a different dynamic to what we're doing here, and try to stay out of the crosshairs of the YouTube folks, and get good information out, and hopefully sell some products. So this is Shannon, Type 2 Tactical, signing off. Appreciate your time. Like and share, subscribe to this video, and have your friends look at it. Anybody that you know that has diabetes, type 1, type 2, share that with us. And we're going to give them more product information coming up. And go like the Facebook page, please. Social media is how we get together and how we join and fight this thing we call diabetes together, and try to live better lives through understanding and knowledge amongst each other. So one more time, Shannon Tactical, Type 2 Tactical, and also Black River Tactical. I appreciate your time. Like and subscribe. Find our Facebook page and give us a like, and look for our content. We appreciate you. Thanks.